Alrighty, everyone, welcome to the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series cut-off race here tonight. We'll decide who the four is going to be to move on to Atlanta Motor Speedway next week and the season finale. Sorry about the weird start there, had a couple of technical glitches, but let's quickly, as they come up to speed here, take a look at the point standings coming in. Scott Patton, Rob Haynes, Jason Lance, Ted Wade, Jason Emans, Michael Jeans, Jeffrey D. Merck, Judd Danielson there in that top eight, vying for four spots. Man, you take a look right there. Patton up front, got a win, locked himself in. But Wade and Maines and Michael Jeans, Jeff Merck, all of them right there, and Judd Danielson fighting for their spot here tonight. We're going to get ready to go green quickly. Quickly through the starting lineup. It's Jeans and Haynes front row, Merck third, Elliott Sadler fourth, Danielson fifth, Lance sixth, seventh, Hermie Sadler, Jeff Start Gilmore 8th, ninth is Mitchell Reeves, Ted Wade 10th, 11th is Seth, Scott Patton 12th, 13th is Vernon, Trent Drum 14th, Hopkins 15th, Ray Richards 16th, Maine 17th, Justin Michael 18th, 19th, Greg Gary 20th, and that will round out your field as we come to green here. 125 laps for the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series to finish it out and figure out who is in the playoffs. Kind of ignore the chase ticker here tonight because unfortunately that has not been updated for the Xfinity Series. And up front right now is going to be Michael Jeans over Rob Haynes. That's your front two in the 199 machine. Jeffrey Merck right there as well. Everybody fighting their way through early on here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Elliott Sadler right there in the 29 as well. Judd Danielson there in the 83. Jason Lance there in the 86. All getting ready to go here. 2 laps complete already. Michael Jeans up front where he needs to be here tonight if he's going to get himself into the final four and just in a week's time for the final event of the evening for the season for the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series. 2 on the board here. Rob Haynes right there on the back bumper of Mr. Jeans. Talking about Mert coming in outside looking in, running third right now in the 60 machine, looking to get a win here to get himself in. What about back here, Scott Patton locked in to that field for next week off of a win this round. Patton trying to work his way back forward and Jeans up in front. Michael Jeans leads over the 199 right there behind him of Rob Haynes and Jeffrey Merck early on here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Again, ignore the chase ticker. That was actually for the truck series. That has not been updated for the Xfinity Series quite yet as we run 4 of 125 here tonight. 4 already on the board, and out front is Michael Jeans leading the way at the moment. Lap number 4 of 125 complete. So Jeans out front here, leading here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We continue to rock and roll early here at Las Vegas. Again, we're going to decide who the round of 4 is going to be after tonight's race here in 120 laps from now. We will have our answer. Everybody's spread apart right now. Wade right now midst of a battle with Jason D. Maines. That's another one of them cars on board with Maines right now that is going to have to work his way in to get up there in the contention for a championship. 2 wide right in front of him and nearly contact. That was Vernon that got pushed a little wide there in the 33. Nearly making contact just in front of Maines there as we all work our way. 6 of the 125 complete here tonight. 120 laps to go for the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series. And right now, Jason Lance there in that number 86. That's in 6th. Seth Rittner right there in 7th. And Mitchell Reeves. Of course, Seth coming off that truck win back on Thursday evening. Great run for him as well, running inside the top 7 right now. But it's Jeffrey Merck up here in 3rd, giving chase to Rob Haynes and Mr. Michael Jeans. Those guys fighting for a playoff 4 spot. How much would it mean for Jeffrey Merck to lock that car into the final 4 here in the Xfinity Series? Got a really good shot at it here tonight. Again, he come back in points. Let's take a look at the points one more time coming into the night. It was Merck who was 40 points back coming into the night. But if he can get 40 points, so about 20-ish points off of P4, if he can get a win, none of that matters. He'll transfer in. And the question will be, who will he knock out? That would be the $1,000,000 question, right? Rob Haynes up front, grabbing the race lead in the 199 machine. Move Rob Haynes to the front of the race, front of the field with Michael Jeans. Now falling to second. Merck still running third. And again, we're 8 laps into this one. What's already been a great race so far. Judd Danielson back here. Again, he is in the playoff contending here. Danielson, Lance, you got Seth right there as well. Didn't make the round of 8, but good run for him nevertheless. Mitchell Reeves back here in the 02. Hermie Sadler in the 93. And Vernon back there in the 10. Greg back here in 11th. Jason D. Maines back here in 12th. 13th, in 13th was Maines, excuse me. Jerry Peck, 14th. Ted Wade, 15th. Hopkins, 16th right now in the 963. Scott Patton just out here taking it easy here tonight, back here in 18th. Again, win last week should lock him into the season finale next week. Patton really just got to take care of that race car and bring her home here tonight at Vegas and get ready for next week's kind of the situation he is in right now. Doesn't have to worry so much. But the guy that is fighting for the guys fighting for their playoff lives right now, Michael Jeans and Jeffrey Merck, second and third. Good run right now. Not sure even if they finish there, it would be enough to point their way in. But again, getting up there and getting that win would move them into the playoff system for the round of 4 next week over on Max Speed TV for the season finale. Assuming the weather's better there in Arkansas dealing with some horrible winter weather right now. I talked to Josh late yesterday evening. Hey man, weather's bad. Do you want me to cover this one? He's like, yeah, you might want to. I hope the weather gets a little bit better for all the guys out towards Texas, Arkansas, under some terrible winter weather here the last few days. But right now, we're in Las Vegas with 114 laps to go in the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series. And again, Elliott Sadler right there in the 29 as well, running 4th. Judd Danielson 5th at the moment. So that's where we sit after the first 13 laps of the scheduled 125 for the Scoops Old Fashioned Xfinity Series here tonight. Look at Jeff D. Burke back right there on the bottom as well. And the 08 right now up in the mix. As we fight through, Jeffrey Merck sitting in second. Michael Jean there in third. There is the 29 of Elliott Sadler. 14 of 129 complete. Or 14 of 125 complete right now, side by side. Sadler gonna move up a spot underneath Michael Jeans. Michael Jeans gonna lose a spot there. He'll slide back one position. Not what Jeans wanted. Got to fight his way through. Jason Lance there as well. And the 86, Judd Danielson, Seth. Mitchell Reeves back there also in the 02. Great run from Mitchell in that yellow 02 machine. Right now, 15 of 125 complete here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway in the loose Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series. Great deal with them on board this season for the Xfinity Series. Out front, it's Rob Haynes leading the way here with Jeffrey Merck in second. We've been mean and green for the first 16 laps here tonight of this 125 lap affair here at Las Vegas. And again, the Abruzzi SKSimRacing.com Hump Series, they'll be on track tomorrow night here on Extreme Sim TV for their next race back here at Vegas as well. As the Loose Lugnuts is headed toward the end of the season for all 4 of its, well, let's see, got 4 series, yeah, all 4 of its series. Of course, a throwback on Tuesday as well. closing in on their end. And been a great year racing with the loose Lugnuts here on Extreme Sim TV, also Max Speed TV that's covered this year. But we got a little bit of a change right there, one car dropping back. Got up against high against the wall. That was Rob Haynes. Going to lose a few spots, and here comes Jason Lance in that number 86 machine moving his way forward. But out front now is Jeffrey Merck taking the race lead. Now can Merck set sail and figure out with that 60 machine how to put himself into the playoffs next week? Well, we're going to find out. Here comes Seth coming off that Truck Series win on Thursday evening. Seth, great run there in the trucks right now, trying to back it up in the Xfinity Series, make it 2 for 2 for the driver of the 247. And Seth having a good run here tonight as well. 19 at 125 complete here on Extreme Sim TV and the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity. And so, as we run 119 on the board, 107 laps to go here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's up front, Mert trying to get himself in. He's got Elliott Sadler and Seth in the top three. Rob Haynes back there in fifth. Judd Danielson sixth. Another car we thought we'd see up there, Michael Jeans, right now running seventh right as well in the 08 machine. Having a decent run, a little further back than we're accustomed to in Jeans. He'll have to work forward in the 08 here, going forward here tonight. So Jeans trying to work forward. Everybody works their way off of turn number 1 and 2. We're 20 into this Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Cup Series here from Vegas. What do you say we do a crank it up early on here live at Las Vegas Motor Speedway? All right, back here once again, 24-125 complete here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And out front, Seth continues to lead here from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway at 25 on the board. We've seen Rob Haynes during that crank it up segment and came down to pit road and is now back out on track in that 199 machine right now. As the field's coming to 100 to go this time by from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And unfortunately for Rob Haynes, it's going to put him on a little bit different pit strategy than everybody else. He'll have to work through it throughout the night. Merck also has dropped to third as Seth got the race lead during that segment. Elliott Sadler went to second, and Jeffrey Merck has dropped to third. And now following more because here comes Jason Lance on the top side is Merck as well. The 26 of 125 complete. Jeff Merck falling back. Here comes Michael Jeans, driver of the 08 with Mitchell Reeves there as well. As is Judd Danielson in the top 7. Hermie Sadler there in the 93 as well, right there in the mix. Everybody fighting through 27 of 125 complete here tonight on Extreme Sim TV. And tonight's coverage of the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series brought to you by Lugnuts, closing in on the round of 4 next week. If you missed it, we got 8 drivers going for 4 spots here for next week's finale. And of course, that finale here for the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series will happen over on Max Speed TV. As always, well, tentatively scheduled depending on weather. If it doesn't, we'll be right back here on Extreme Sim TV. One way or the other, we're taking 4 cars to the championship finale next week, and the ones that needed to get a win to get in, one of those being Merck inside the top 4. Look at Michael Jeans in the 08 up here. Was on the outside looking in. Some of the guys that were on the outside looking in, running inside the top 10, trying to scratch and crawl their way in to that round of 4 next week. The time running short here. We've already turned 30 laps here tonight. 125 laps at Vegas. It's going to go by in a pretty big hurry for these guys, and their hopes to show up next week with a championship opportunity rest on this race here tonight. So as we fight through, we only know right now, we know one car is going in. That's going to be Scott Patton. He will be there next week racing for a championship. And I think it shows here tonight because uncharacteristically for Scott, running back in 13th right now in that machine, I just think he's kind of relaxing tonight. He knows he's got that win in this round to fall back on. But right now, 31 on the board of 125 here tonight. So as we run 31 to 125 here tonight, we keep it up and going right now. As we run right now in the Xfinity Series, kind of spread out up front, dropping back through the pack here. That is Gary Peach right here. 1/10 of a second off of Jason D. Maines. That battle right there in that 10th and 9th position, or 10th, 9th, and 11th, or 9th, 10th, and 11th, positions on the racetrack respectively. And after 32 laps, these guys still working it out. Here, 32 of 125 complete for the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series right here on Extreme Sim TV. Great racing action so far here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And Seth out front with Mr. Elliott Sadler in second. Jason Lance hanging on in third. And right now, Lance got kind of a challenge here from Jeffrey D. Merck there in the 60. Merck trying to move his way back forward. He had the lead earlier. He lost it. Now trying to inch his way back forward as well in that 60 machine. And again, we're a long way from the end of this one at Las Vegas Motor Speedway here tonight. Merck trying to work his way by the 86 of Jason Lance. Can't do it. 34 on the board this time by. When do these guys start hitting pit road for their first cycle of stops here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway? Well, we're going to find out here tonight as we continue to rock and roll here in the Xfinity Series. And right now out front, Seth leads the way. Elliott Sadler running second. Great run for Elliott in the top 2. Of course, Elliott Sadler Esports, he owns that team that does very well over on the Coke side of things. And right now here at Vegas, having a wonderful run. Kind of flying the banner up in second right now with Lance in P3 and Jeffrey Merck still trying to claw himself back up through there in what would be 4th right now. Mitchell Reeves in 5th. that is your top 5 from Las Vegas Motor Speedway right now. Rob Haynes back there in the 199. There's the 12 of Trent Drum. There is Rob Haynes. Again, had to come down to pit road earlier. With a little bit of damage, I believe, on that race car. Got it repaired back out there. But he is in 16th. And that's another thing. No fast repairs here in the Scoops Old Fashioned Xfinity Series that you got to kind of watch out for. With no fast repair, you get yourself in trouble. Well, you can't just go to pit road and get you a fresh new backup car. You'll have to work on it for a while, try to get the thing fixed. And it can really upset your night here. So as we run right now in the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series, we're 37 of 125 complete here tonight on Extreme Sim TV of this one. And keep in mind, everybody's kind of spread out right now, but it won't be that way for long. You'll have to head to pit road, take 4 tires and fuel, and that should be fun when they do that here in just a little bit. Jason D. Maines right there in the 2. He's working underneath Judd Danielson in the 85, battle there for 7th and 8th. And Maines gets by Judd. Judd's going to fall back a spot. Here comes the 88 of Gary Peck right there as well, with the 33 GTR Simulation team in tow. We're having a couple cars having connection issues, I do believe. Jeffrey Merck was one of them that come in and out there for a moment, but they got it gathered back up, continuing to run here. And that's the thing you got to watch out for, man, is if you have any type of connection issue here tonight, and Merck, and actually that's us. So, folks, stay with me here. We've appeared to lose connection server. So maybe we're not going to get away with none of the winter bugs as well. So stay with me here, and we're going to try to get back to this. I'm going to bring us over to home screen. This is very, very odd. Everything is fine on the stream side. So this is weird. We'll be back here at Vegas when iRacing decides to work with us here. So we'll be back in a moment. Alrighty, folks, and we're back here. Sorry about that. Just a little bit of a connection issue with iRacing itself, but right now, as we come back, Mitchell Reeves leads the way. Seth there in a second here. 46 laps complete for Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Scoops Old Fashioned Xfinity Series. Reeves out front. Mr. Ritter in second. Elliott Sadler, in third. The way we left them there before that intermittent break, unfortunately. And that's Judd Danielson back there in 85, a Bruzy racewear machine. Runs fourth. Vernon in fifth. Great run for him tonight. Rob Haynes in sixth. And we got more back here as well. Trent Drum, Scott Patton. You got Michael Jeans way back here in the 08 and 13th right now. Up front, Mitchell Reeves in the 02 machine. Hanging on out front right there. You see Scott Patton coming into view. 48 of the 125 complete. And right quick, we're going to take a look one more time at where they stood points-wise coming into tonight. Haynes was in. You see Maines was out. Jeans was out. Merck was out. And Danielson was out coming into this race. So as we look right now, Reeves out front. Seth right now in second after a really good truck run on Thursday evening, getting a win in the truck series. Right now running inside the top 5, actually inside the top 3 here in the Lugnuts Old School for Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series. Then you're going to get Elliott Sadler, Judd Danielson, Vernon, and Gary all in the top 6 as well. Rob Haynes in 7th right now in the 199. What about Hermie Sadler, Trent Drum, and Ted Wade, who are inside the top 10 as well here. And what a year it has been so far for the Loose Lugnuts and their Xfinity Series. Been fun racing all year long through Loose Lugnuts. Coming down to the end of it right now. And starting tonight here in Vegas, it's cutoff weekend. It's going to be a lot of fun. Of course, we'll head back here to Vegas tomorrow night for the Cup Series and their cutoff race as well. So right now, kind of a low spot right now as we're all spread out. A little bit of a battle here. That is Danielson getting around Seth. That will be for third. That's another one of these cars that need a win here tonight is Judd Danielson to keep his hopes alive. And right now, at least he's in the top 5 right now. He's up to third, having a really good run as well, headed towards next week. So 51 of 125 complete here this evening in the Scoops Old Fashioned Xfinity Series. 52 of 125 complete here tonight. Everybody kind of coming down to the end of this run, coming up on halfway here in this Xfinity Series. Gary Peck back there as well. 0.6 of a second. That's Judd Danielson running third. Mitchell Reeves, though, he's kind of checked out in that mellow yellow racing machine. Kind of just said that, nope, I'm gone. So Reeves has done a really good job of just kind of stretching himself out and is gone here tonight. So Reeves out front, Sadler in second right now. And man, oh man, what a night here so far over the first 53 laps of this race. And again, tomorrow evening, we're going to go 147 for the Cup cars here at Vegas. So keep that in mind. They'll run 147 laps tonight. We're running 125 with Reeves out front leading this one over the 54 laps here tonight. Man, what a race it has become. Elliott Sadler, Judd Danielson, Seth back here as well in the number 247 machine. Great run for him here tonight. So 55 of 125 laps complete here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We continue to run right now. Judd Danielson, Gary Peck, Mr. Vernon, and Hermie Sadler, your top 7. What about Rob Haynes back there as well? Haynes there in the 199 right in front of Trent Drum. Great run for him. All these cars up front here, 90 or 56 for the 125 complete. And you see Vernon now to pit road in that 33 machine down pit road. He goes on to pit road once again. .56 or 125 complete, Vernon to pit road here. More fresh tires and fuel. The 4 fresh tires for Vernon, 4 and fuel on that race car here. He'll get back out onto the racing surface, and we'll wait to see when Reeves and these guys up front decide to hit pit road as well. 57 on the board this time by. 57 on 125 complete. It is Reeves up front by 4.683 seconds over Elliott and Seth, who are back here as well. And then you got Mr. Judd Danielson. 3/10 back from there. Gary Peck hanging on. He's going to be running in 5th position. Hermie Sadler in 6th. Scott Patton back there in 8th. What about Rob Haynes, who just hit pit road as well? There is Mr. Scott Patton on the racetrack. We know he'll be involved in that Final 4 battle next week from Atlanta. So everybody getting ready here. We're going to step away for one more Crank It Up. When we come back, more coverage here at Las Vegas. All right, back here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We're 64 into this one here tonight at Las Vegas, right here this evening, and it's Mitchell Reeves out front. Elliott Sadler running P2 right now. Seth in P3, Judd Danielson P4. Great run for Judd. And got to say, Judd keeping it up near the front, and if we get a caution, he's going to be right in the mix of this thing. As Judd Danielson keeping that car fresh and up near the front of the field. Oh, the first 65 laps of this event. Man, oh man, what a race it has been here over the first 65 of this event here tonight. And right now, Judd Danielson looking in fourth right now with Hermie Sadler inside the top five as well. Hermie back there in fifth. Gary in sixth. Vernon in seventh. That's your top seven here at Las Vegas right now. That is your top seven as they run. 66 of 125 complete. There is Vernon in that Toyota Supra. And Michael Jeans there in that 8th spot with Scott Patton. Back there in his Stone River machine. Right there, a little bit off right now tonight. It just got past, put back to back by Rob Haynes. Haynes moved by into that 9th position. Scott's kind of dropped back here. And again, just taking care of that race car this evening. Don't have to push too hard. Knows he's going to be in the final four next week when we get there in just 1 week's time. And right now, as we fight, Scott Patton actually to pit road. 67 on the board. Patton will be down. 4 fresh tires and fuel will go on in that number 46 Stone River Blue and White Chevrolet Camaro. It'll be 4 fresh tires for Scott Patton and a fuel. And again, trying to take care of that race car tonight. And it's Sadler and Reeves up there near the front. There is Sadler. Reeves leads still by 8.9 seconds right now on the racetrack. Reeves leads by a mile here tonight. And again, with 69 going on the board this time by. What an evening it's been for Reeves. Very quick race car. That over-the-top paints and designs. So too, yellow Camaro that leads here tonight at Vegas. That Chevy Camaro for two of again, Sadler and Seth, second and third. Judd Danielson and fourth. Fifth, Hermie Sadler right there inside the top five. Gary there in sixth. Seventh is Vernon. Rob Haynes in eighth right now in the 199 machine. And that beer store number 199 here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Again, guys, we've been 70 laps here tonight. Green flag from start to right at this point. We have been green. Right, so right now. Adler, third. Fourth actually closing down there. On 85. At a Bruzy race wearing the game. Adler back there. Oh, as well, Peck. These guys putting on a show here from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. They ran 72 of the scheduled 5 laps. Back there. Job here holding on as he driving to 12 as well. Gorgeous top. will we see a late race caution that bunches go back up on these guys? It makes this a pure run to the end, and we'll have to wait and see if this thing continues to run as it is right now. Mitchell Reeves well in command over Elliott Sadler. Patton going by, but Patton is 1 lap down. Or 2 laps down, down. Starting to work his way out. And Justin Michael in the 87 is going to be out of this event. So he is out, so we're going to take a look here at what the playoff points look like coming into tonight. And man, oh man, is it tight up front. You got Patton Haynes, Jason Lance there, Jason Baines, who was on the outside looking in as well coming into the night. Jeans was on the outside looking in. Merck and Danielson was also on that outside looking in coming into the night. What a war up front here. Out front in row 2. And he is not a part of this playoff battle, but a great run for the 02 nevertheless. There is Elliott right there in the 29 Toyota Camry, right in front of Stas. That's kind of closing in. And that Rockwell Automation 247, and that's fired off that old that old Busch Series paint scheme. Beautiful looking race car here, 78 complete. Of course, Danielson is in the playoffs here. And right now, he's knocking on 4th position with Hermie Sadler back here in 5th as they run. Jeffrey Merck kind of 4 laps down right now. He's falling off the pace as well in the 60. So Merck running into a problem. Jason Lance has ran into a problem. As we continue to run, there is Michael Jeans in the 08 with that yellow marker on his car, right behind Rob Haynes. Both those cars playoff contending race cars here tonight, with 78 of 125 complete here, continuing to run here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So it's going to be interesting how this race does decide to play itself out. Do we have any big changes at the end of this event that will really shake things up? Right now, it's kind of par for the course, I must say, for everybody involved here tonight. Kind of par for the course right now as we continue to run. Right now with 80 on the board this time by. And right now up in front, Elliott Sadler leads that beautiful 29 machine right now. Elliott Sadler has taken over the race lead as Jeans has dove off the pit road in the 08 to take tires and fuel here at 79 complete of the 125 schedule. And again, it'll be 147 there tomorrow night when we come back. It'll be 147 laps scheduled here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. And keep in mind, the first race for this series was back on October the 3rd. They've been running for quite a while here in this season, and everything coming down to these final couple of races. And right now, seems to pit road in the 08, coming back out right now. Take a look at Ted Wade, Jason Lance. They're both back here. Lance really in trouble here in 14th. And it's going to be interesting to see. Jason Lance came in with a bit of a cushion. He had 124 points. And let's see, Michael Jeans was about 55 points off of Lance. Lance going to lose some ground here tonight. Don't know that it'll be enough to make up 25 points though. As Jeans right now running ninth in the 08. Trent Drum there as well in the 1282 laps complete. Keep in mind, the first car out into this round of the playoffs was indeed Jason D. Maines would have been the first car out of the playoffs, and right now he runs 17th, 2 laps down. And of course, the next car behind him was Michael Jeans as well. Start looking at where we set. Jeans was 15 points off of Ted Wade, who is in 11th right now. But everything kind of stabled out. If it runs this way to the finish, everybody's kind of stable in their playoff positioning with 84 laps on the board next time by. What will be 84 on the board next time by the 125 here tonight. Guys doing a great job here. 85 laps complete this next time by. As we look right now, 85 of these 125 laps complete. Hermie Sadler up front, Elliott at the pit road here, 4 tires. Of course, it'll be Hermie coming down next, along with Vernon. Haynes will have to pit again. Pretty much everybody will have to make one more stop, I believe, from here, as we're 85 of the 125 complete. Everybody kind of spread out around the racetrack, and we're just going to kind of look for the battles right now. There's the 32, Ted Wade, right behind Gary Peck in the 88. He's in a pretty good position to make the playoffs here next week. So at least nothing else, but Ted and everybody right here, great position playoff wise, as we're roughly 86 in this 125 lap event. Kind of interesting how all this is playing out here tonight. We've been green all the way through this. Reeves up front. Jeff Burke getting ready to go another lap down. That would put him 5 laps down. Burke right in front of the leader here, getting ready to drop a lap. But 87 on the board. So we're 87 in to this 125 lap affair. It's been an interesting race. We've been mean and green from the start here. Hermie sitting right there in 6th. Judd Danielson in 5th right now. Seth and Rob Haynes there as well, all in the mix here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. "88 laps complete with Mitchell out in front. Right here in the 02 Mellow Yellow machine, Reeves leads Vernon there in 2nd, and Rob Haynes in 3rd. Looking at 89 laps on the board this time by for Mitchell Reeves. And what a nice night it's been for Mitchell Reeves here in that Mellow Yellow over the top designs paint scheme machine. And he can't win, he can't get into the playoffs here tonight. He's not eligible. But nevertheless, a great run for that 02 Mellow Yellow, Black, and Green team at the front of this field here tonight, with 90 going on the board next time by here on MT coverage. The Scoop's old-fashioned Xfinity series for this evening. There you go. Reeves at the bottom of Judd Danielson, putting him another lap down there. Judd off the pace right now in 6th. Hermie Sadler in 5th. And Reeves is going to put these top 5 a lap down by the time he is done. Just a demanding run for Reeves out in front of everyone else right now, with 91 going on the board. The 91 on the board of the 125 here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Mitchell Reeves back there in the lead. Vernon 2nd, Rob Haynes 3rd. 92 of 125 complete here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Next time by, we're going to go crank it up here one more time here tonight. Hope you let you enjoy some of the sights and sounds. The Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream. Alrighty, as we're back here, Old Fashioned Ice Cream. Xfinity Series here on it. What a dominant performance out front right now. It's 26 seconds over the field right now for the O2. He is lapped all the way up to P4 here. Closing in on third of Hermie Sadler for Reeves to put one lap down as we went 98 laps here tonight at Las Vegas. Green flag action. All 98 of those you see from Haynes on pressure tires. Lap 99 going on the board, closing in on roughly 20 laps to go here tonight. Roughly 20 to go here. Looks like I raced. I'll get back in. I apologize about that. We're having a little bit of connection problem tonight, but we're going to be fighting back again with this Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series in just a moment to wrap this one up here tonight. Alrighty, guys, back here once again. Got it back underway. 19 to go here in the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series, and out front right now. Major development. That is Seth leading the Ray. Mitchell Reeves there in the 0-2 is in fourth. He came down pit road, lost that lead, I'm assuming, while we were at break there for that outage. But now back once again, and right now we're 18 laps to go here in the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series. And look at that, Seth out front pulling away right now from everyone else. It's a 3-second gap back to Hermie Sadler. Not sure what happened during the outage there, but Seth able to pull away and is looking at getting a win here tonight, making it 2 for 2. Got the win on Thursday, looking for a win here on Saturday right now with 17 laps to go. 17 to go for the cars out here tonight. The Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series. 16 to go this time by. Seth leads the way right now in that 247. Out in front of Hermie Sadler right now. What a weekend it would be for Seth if he can pull this one together over the next 15 laps or so to come away here with the victory here at Las Vegas. It would be huge for the driver of that 247 machine. Seth again looking for the win here tonight to make it 2 wins on the year for that driver. Man, that would be amazing for him. 15 on the board here tonight. So we're 15 to go from Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and we ran on 111 laps here tonight for these drivers so far. And with just 15 laps to go, Seth looking at his second straight win out the nose of that 247 machine. Hermie Sadler looking at a third. What about Elliott and Hermie in second, Elliott in third. Mitchell Reeves, who had a ginormous lead, has fallen to what would be fourth here tonight. What a night it has been here from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway here tonight. Boy, oh boy, as we continue to run 14 laps to go here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. So it's 14 to go here tonight for the Scoops Old Fashioned Xfinity Series, and Seth leads out front right now, hanging on in front of everyone else right now is that 247 Rockwell Animations machine. 12 to go this time by. So Seth hanging on just with 12 laps to go here this evening to wind this one out. Trying to finish this one. Of course, Seth leads right now, everyone else behind him. These guys fighting through right now, and it's been a heck of a night already as we continue to run at the moment. 12 to go this time by. Eleven laps to go here at Vegas right now. It'll be 10 to go this time by. Hermie Sadler in P2. 11 to go. Elliott Sadler there as well. So 10 laps to go this night. Next time by. 10 to go from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway here tonight. Laps to go. It'll be 9 at the stripe. Seth right now leading the way in the 2:47. Continuing to hang on. As he runs right now. Seth hanging on out front. Hermie in second. 9 to go. And these guys putting on a show up front. Hermie, Seth, everybody up front. Elliott Sadler as well. Fighting through with 8 to go this time by. And right at the moment, it's Seth out front. Trying to hang on. Hermie 3 seconds back with just 8 laps to go. Again, 2 wins over this week. That would be for Seth. If he can hang on 9 more laps, got the win in the Back to Blue Truck Series. Now looking at the win here this evening. So 8 laps to go now. Seth out front. Hermie Sadler in second. Reeves in fourth right now. Vernon in fifth. Rob Haynes in sixth. Just 7 more laps to go here tonight. And working their way down the front straightaway. 7 to go here. Seth out in front of the field. Hermie Sadler in second. So right now, 7 laps to go here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Right here, 6 laps to go. Seth leads. Hermie in second. Right here, as we continue to run, Seth leads the way in that number 247 machine. Hermie Sadler right there behind him. Elliott Sadler there as well in third. Mitchell Reeves there in fourth. Seth out in front. 5 to go this time by. Right now, Seth leads the way. Hermie Sadler there in second. Elliott there in third right now. That's the way they run with 5 to go here from the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Four laps to go. Hermie Sadler second. Elliott in third. 3 to go. Seth out in front. Just putting on a show up front with 4 laps to go. Seth leading now from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Hermie there in second. 3 laps to go this time by. Hermie right now with 2 laps to go. Can anybody run anybody down here? Everybody's kind of spread apart throughout the field. Being a very weird, crazy race here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway with 2 laps to go here tonight. Go this time by, and everybody will work their way through. 2 laps to go here from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Next time by, we'll see the white flag wave. That 199 of Mr. Rob Haynes right there in 6th, having a decent run. But it looks like it's going to be Seth walking away from Las Vegas with a win here tonight in the Rockwell Automations Chevrolet. Toyota. Wrong car make there, but right now 1 to go for Seth to make it 2 on the week. Ritter, and right now Seth hanging on in a 247, doing a wonderful job leading right now as we come to the end of this one here tonight. Seth out front. hanging on right now. Herbie Sadler in second, Elliott Sadler in third. Man, oh man, 2 wins in a week for Seth as he comes out of turn number 4. Congratulations to the 247 of Mr. Seth getting the win here tonight in the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series. Man, oh man. Green flag all the way. Seth getting it done here tonight. Hermie and Elliott second and third here this evening. So, Elliott Sadler esports 1, 2, and 3 here tonight from Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Great run for all 3 of them here this evening. So guys, I'm going to actually have to cut short. I've got to go get ready for another broadcast. Seth, great job for him getting the win here tonight from Las Vegas. We'll talk to Seth, but then I'm going to have to kind of cut it kind of short. Head over and get ready. Hey Seth, it's Matt up here in the booth. Get a copy? Alrighty, make it 2 on the week, buddy.
So, about as much fuel as I've ever saved, but good to beat my boss men. It's always fun racing them. Had a really good time.
Yeah, a good run there for Elliott Sadler Esports 1, 2, 3 here tonight. Congratulations on that, Seth. Tell them they did a great job. And again, win number 2 for you here tonight on the week.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun last night. A lot of fun the night before. It's been a blast racing these. Races go green a lot. It's always a lot of strategy. I'm more of a guy. I'm always, full throttle, so I really had to manage myself there. I clutched about 90% of the race. Had about 0.2 gallons as I crossed the line, so saved just enough, and it was a blast.
Well, good job, Seth. Congratulations, buddy, on the win here tonight. Here in the Scoop Old Fashioned Ice Cream.
Thanks, man. I appreciate having me. Just want to thank my sponsors real quick: Elliott Sadler, everyone at ESC, Nutrient Ag Solutions, OfferPad, HAR Towing and Transport for sponsoring me, and had a good time tonight. Thank you for the broadcast.
Poor man. All right, folks, like I said, gonna have to cut it short here tonight and head to get ready for another show. But again, great race here for the Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream Xfinity Series and those Lugnuts. So we'll be back here tomorrow evening for those Lugnuts on SKSimRacing.com Cup Series.